I am Rasta, and I wouldn't want to see Rastas preaching on the bus.
That's your limitation of what you have.
It's not a limitation, because you know, say, you don't eat birthday cake by your toilet seat. You're the Seventh-day Adventist preacher?
Yes, sir.
You have a church?
No, I don't have a church, you know, sir. I go to a church. Our churches are God's church. You're the house of God. None of us go in any of
So you're going to Holy Trinity Church go preach?
Oh, say that, sir?
You go into Holy Trinity Church go preach as a 7-day?
As a 7-day?
Yeah.
If it's allowed and permitted for me to go in there and I'm invited, then I will go there to preach, sir.
Okay, all right. I was told that you is one of the ones who preach on the bus them, and I totally disagree with Ratcliffe, Mr. Lewis, we talk about no preaching on the bus. Why you disagree?
Why am I disagreeing with him?
Yeah.
In a time like this, when we see men and women are dying,
yes,
and the word of God is the only hope for man and woman.
Yeah.
You know, then I don't see why a limitation should be put on preaching the word of God when the book says we must go to the highways, to the byways. Wherever the word is to be preached in Africa, all over the world, I've been preaching on boats.
Yeah, but on the bus we are talking about now. We're not talking about byways and highways.
The bus. We want to stay with the bus. But I'm just using a prime scenario to you as an example.
Yeah, but we don't want to get off track. It's really the bus we're talking about.
Right, yes, sir.
We ask you why you feel, say, you said the reason why you must go up on the bus is because crime get big and this and this and that.
Yes,
therefore, we need some preaching. All
right,
so let me ask you a question now. If you sit down on the bus,
yes, sir,
and you hear a man preach against God, what you that say? You don't want him to preach on the bus?
If he's preaching against God?
Yeah, if he is an atheist.
Yes, man, I have no problem with him preaching against God because out of his nonsense, you will take sense. Yeah. I listen to every foolishness motor.
All right, so you'd agree with a man to preach on the bus against God then?
Yes, man. That's his message, you know, but he must know the message he's delivering.
No, me just ask you if you preach.
Yes, sir.
All right, suppose a man on the bus. A bus is supposed to transport people from one place to the next. It is not there to listen to music and hear people preach. Yes. So if you sit down on the bus, as a person who pay them money to go up on the bus, which is a public transport, why is it that I should be subjected to your thinking and analysis of what is supposed to happen? Why should I be subjected to that?
Why should it be subjected to that?
Why should I be sitting on a bus listening to you telling me where you think and where you believe?
All right. Can I put this to you? Yes. Traveling on the bus and I'm seated, but you are having your conversation on your phone next to me on the bus, or before me, or behind me, but I am in the bus. Don't you think you're doing the very same thing that I am doing as a preacher?
No, I'm not talking about a man who I use a phone, you know. I'm talking about I sitting on the bus wanting to get where I am, sitting quite okay and peacefully with me. Yeah, right. with my family. Why should I be subjected to your preaching on the bus? Because a public transportation.
You're subjected in a motion. You see the word comes here in different forms.
No, I am saying, why should I be subjected to what you is saying on a public transportation?
Yeah, but what's the word again? You keep holding on. Why should you subject?
Yeah, then that means because I sit up on the bus.
It's not that you are subjected, you know.
Yeah, because I cannot hear you.
If you don't want to. I would say this to you. If you don't want to hear the word, there are two things you can do, you know.
Yeah, what?
It's either just like you don't want to hear the preacher, you don't want the preacher to be happy. Get off the bus. Just like I don't want to hear moose on the radio. I turn the radio off.
You see, no, that is a problem. That is a big problem, Reggie. That don't make no sense when you don't say a while ago. If I take a bus, wait there. If I live a central village.
Yes, sir.
And I take a bus from Kingston. And you come on the bus when it reach at Duane Park. And I don't want to hear where you are saying, no, you tell me they must come off of the bus and take our next bus?
If that's your choice, it's your choice, and that's why you say, why should you be subjected?
Yeah, so I am asking you,
I don't want to hear you.
So your suggestion is that I should come off of the bus?
If you can't eat in the kitchen, get out. Get out of it. And this is why I go back to you again to Mr. Ratcliffe and these gentlemen. When we're looking and seeing how many people are dying, how many blood is shedding, one of my greatest things that is I'm a minister of the gospel. Yeah. But I love the music. And I will tell you, my biggest friend and musician, other than Rass and his Vice Cartel, Adisha Palmer.
Yeah.
This young man who I sit and I listen to early as a minister of the gospel.
Yeah.
You know, then when I listen to these ignorant men who call themselves leaders, I love God, but I don't want preaching on the bus. You're two-tongued. You're two-folded. Is either you love him or you're going to do what him says.
Then true I don't want you preaching on the bus. I don't love God.
That's simple as it. You don't want to
go
whether in the church or on the bus.
Ask you a question. If I sleep, if I'm in my house and I work hard the whole day and I asleep and I go to my bed and a man
you're going on a word that is negative.
But it's a negative if you tell me must come off a bus because you are preacher. I mean, no, why we must come off of the bus.
Just like you're
the bus is a public thing.
They don't want the preacher.
No. The preacher must come off of the bus. It's not me.
No, sir.
The bus was not made to preach on. The bus was made to transport passengers. So you can't tell me now your arrogance now that I must come off of the bus if I don't want to hear the preaching. So I ask you a question. If you go to your bed one night and you tired and you are go to bed and right next door to you a man turn up a Stone Love set in the ear, you should have moved. You should have come out of your house.
No.
And go somewhere and go family.
Can I use this, you know?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm in my bed sleeping.
Yeah.
The sound is playing. IRFM next door is playing.
Not IRFM, Stone Love.
Stone Love. We're going to Stone Love. Stone Love is played. But listen me, get up out my bed now. Come on. Stone Love is making noise at my end. If I was in my bed sleeping, I wouldn't hear Stone Love. It would not be disturbing me. You understand?
If you're in your house, if you're in your house, wait. I don't follow your logic. If I in my house, I'm gone to my bed, and a man next door, Kilimanjaro, I play a big sound system, I say no.
Right.
It shouldn't disturb me.
I get up out my bed.
Yeah, it disturb me. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Then if it was disturbing me, then I would get up. I would be there because guess what? It is not. So I lie in my bed because it's not troubling me. The moment I get up and I go out there.
No, I'm not talking about you go. No, I say you must go out then. I'm saying that you wouldn't find it disturbing if you want to sleep and your ears. You wouldn't find it disturbing.
No, sir.
Wow.
I've never had that objective. I next to a yard active party every Friday night.
Yes.
And I'm going church Sabbath morning. And the sound they play my whatnot. Sometimes I watch my figurines dance off the whatnot.
And it don't disturb you?
No, sir. Because I never go over and tell them, I'll call it and say, turn on this is disturbing.
No, we're not talking if you go over and they go turn it down. May I ask, all right, don't you know that will disturb a whole heap of people?
Say that again, sir.
All right, it never disturb you, but you know, it disturb a lot of people if they want to sleep.
I don't believe it's disturbing them, sir.
Oh, you mean it not disturb them?
Minister, no, even as a church man. Don't you believe
all right, tell me what you call disturb. What you call disturb?
Disturb is when I come here gate and make a noise, unnecessary noise.
Yeah, then you don't find, say, if I go to my bed with my family and I in my house with my family, right? And we have a hard day's work and me pick you and do them homework. And a man turn up a big set next door me. Where blazer you can't hear it from Ohio. You don't call that disturbing?
No, Motor.
Where you call it?
That's what is playing a Motor. And that same set. A long time I sit down on the wall.
No, you don't call it disturbing. You don't call that disturbing.
No, sir.
If you want to, where you call, what's that? Why, brethren?
Yes, that you are very strange people like this. You have people
so you say no, nobody shouldn't worry about disturbance then?
No.
Them shouldn't worry about disturbance?
Disturbance, that's what I'm saying. You see,
so there's nothing called disturbance?
It's not that nothing is not.
A man, if you come in your house, come shoot you to disturb you then?
That's when you come and disturb me. You're coming to my home.
Oh, that's but if you set up at your gate and I cause somebody at your gate.
Don't disturb me that you're out there. You do what you're doing. You're out there not disturbing me.
So a man have to actually come in your yard to disturb you.
On your premises into your home, and that's when you disturb you.
All right. So the bus where you are preach pan is your bus?
Yes. If it's my bus?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. It's a public bus. It's our bus.
No, may I ask you if it's your bus?
Yes, sir.
It's your bus. Then the man who was sitting down and listen to you now, we don't want you, it's not Fiend bus.
It's his bus. And he has all the rights just like I am to be on the bus.
But you are telling me say he must come off of the bus if you know why you
I'm not being ignorant in the sense, saying get off, As I go back to them again, I said, if the eat is in the kitchen and you cannot.
Which eat? It's not no eat. It's disturbance. I never take much over here in the word of God.
Musa, can I go there with something with you?
Yeah.
Over the many years, I've been listening to music.
Yeah.
And they told us about what the music does and what the music can do.
Yeah.
I want to put two scenarios here. I've listened to a young man for many years, my good friend, DJ Gandhi. One of the things that I've listened to and look at things and how simple we are more prone to evil than to good. We don't want no more bloodshed. We don't want no more youth dead.
Yeah.
Jamaica, when we love, appear gangster, AT and talk.
Yeah.
It even goes back to ask us this question. Take a look at the rainbow.
Yes.
When we look how colorful and how beautiful the rainbow is, and if we see life like that, and we don't accept life, but I can turn around and take up a Grammy and give to a man who said to me, welcome to Jam Rock, we have two big Glock. This is what we are licking out against, gun and violence. But at the same time, we don't prone to
Brethren.
Let's go back to the boss.
No, wait there. Listen to me. Listen to me now.
Yes, sir.
I am not saying that you must preach, This is a public
transportation.
That was not there to that was not there to have sex and listen to loud music or preaching. It was there to transfer. In America, you could not do what you're doing there.
No, they're saying that, Muta. I've been in America. I have been there.
And you preach on the bus?
I have been among the God bodies, the train. The people do whatever they want to do in America.
No, go so. I was just telling about how I crossed the road.
Yes. I crossed the road. They have their doctrine. They have their voice. And
listen to me, Bridget. Listen to what I say. You're a preacher.
Yes,
you're preaching. You think you're preaching the word of God, and you feel say the people they must listen to what you say. By any means necessary, they must listen to what you say. I am a person sitting on the bus. I want to get where I'm going. There is no need for me to be bombarded with your interpretation of scriptures.
You understand all that.
It will have nothing to do with me. So the man who say you must preach on the bus.
Yes.
It's not an individual thing, it's It's the collective. It's the collective. That is not about. When the loud music can play upon the bus, it's not the individual guy who wants to hear loud music on the bus.
I want to put a little correction to something that has been said that we don't take it out of context.
Yeah.
When I said if you can't take the preaching,
you must come out of the bus.
Yes, I want to put that in prospect back to you.
Yeah.
It's not that we're telling people not to. Because I'm on the bus preaching and I have a church, so places and Advent, just as I am. And she said, when the man she heard me ministering, she said, man, it hurt and she can't and she went on. But listen what she says to me. She is a member of the very same church that has the good news to proclaim to this dying world. But at the same time, we're objective against what is being said. Just like
it's not objecting to what you're saying, It's where you're saying it. No. Nobody's not objecting. Look here. The same person we are talking about, we go to your church. We're objecting to preaching upon the boat. It's not where you say them are objecting to, It's the place where you're doing it, them objecting to.
But
you don't go into your toilet and eat food. You go in a toilet and eat food.
Improper for the word of God to preach.
There's
no place.
Brethren,
improper.
The man,
even the dancer will come and preach,
How much you will, man? How much you will is, brethren? How much you will is?
I'm 50 at going over.
Yeah, 50 at the year.
Father of 6 and 7 grandchildren.
Yeah, and you have a church for yourself.
I go to a church. I don't own one of these buildings. I go to I'm a part of a congregation.
Yeah, you're the preacher in the congregation. You're the preacher in the church. You're the preacher in the church.
One thing within, say that, sir?
You're the preacher in the church?
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you something.
The opportunity given to us.
Let me tell you something, Bridget. We can't get the whole time to talk about this. Let me tell you something now. I agree with Ratcliffe.
You agree with Ratcliffe?
Yes.
To arrest the preacher.
Wait. Me agree with Ratcliffe that no eating must be on the bus. Me agree with Ratcliffe that no loud music must be on the bus. I agree with
the readers. So you're getting rid of the readers that are on the bus.
Listen to what I say now. I agree with Ratcliffe that no preacher must be on the bus because the bus is not a place for preaching, eating, and loud music.
We get that, but we cannot stop.
The word of it have nothing to do with the word of God.
It has.
It has nothing. Nobody's fighting against the word of God.
Yes, man.
What is the place? No, man. The preacher and the preacher.
Who's going to preach the word?
But it's not the preacher. Brethren, listen to me.
Who's going to preach the word?
The preacher. But it's not. It's weird the preacher doing it.
You're fighting the word.
It's weird the preacher doing it. It's weird the preacher doing it.
He has to do it in the prison, in the courthouse.
No, but the courthouse, look here.
Bobo Hill.
You cannot see a court going on. And going to talk about preaching.
Yes, man.
In the courthouse, in the court.
Anywhere it has to go.
Brethren, don't be stupid, man. There's no way you could say a court case going on and going at the court case and start to preach. That is foolishness attack. You know so you can't do it. You cannot do it. So don't be just stupid now if you come tell me you can't go in a court go preach it. If you say a court case is going on, you cannot. You could have preached word of God little more. You can't go inside of the court.
Yes, man.
Go preach the word of God. You're going to get arrested.
Don't say that. Don't say we can't because that's the same teaching Prince Utah from.
But it's not the preaching them are fight against the brethren. We're there. It's not the thing is not to stop preaching, you know. We're there. The law.
The word of God to them.
It is not to stop preaching. The argument is not stopping the preaching, you know. It's where you're preaching.
It no matter where you're preaching.
It matter, brethren. It matter where you preach.
The preacher.
The man's a fundamentalist and so arrogant, brethren. He's an arrogant preacher, man.
Yeah.
You have something to say, and two, you have something to say. You can't say it anyway you want to say it. With no thinking about other people. You're arrogant, man.
I want to say two things. One question, and I want to make a little statement with you. One of the questions is this. Before I ask the question, one of the things that I am not agreeing on and set a percentage with the ministry, with transportation, you know. Because even currently, I am currently engaging with a program with the center, the Afro Tree Center, that on Fridays, I totally have a time with the entire public talking to our young people coming even into our center. When I board the buses, I don't just board it just to preach motor. I brought a message to our young people. One of the things that I brought to them on a daily basis, instead of after school, your children go home. I said, never home, go to your yard. Plain message like
that. Yeah, all right. Suppose you are preach on a bus. Suppose you are preach on a bus as a Christian. And a Muslim come on and a preach on the bus as a Muslim. And a Rasta man come on and a preach on the bus.
All that, my brother. I was about to ask you about Rasta.
No.
What if I was preaching Selassie?
No, listen to what I say now. You see, I talk about the message, not the message me I talk about, you know. It's weird the message is being put. It's not the message me I talk about, you know. I am saying, suppose you decide that you are going to preach on a bus as a Christian. And a Muslim come on the bus and decide that he's going to preach Islam. And a Rasta man come on the bus and say he's going to preach the same bus.
Yeah.
The same bus. What you don't say madness that? You don't say madness?
No, sir. No, it's not madness.
It's what?
This is where I go. Because I am learning from the Muslim. I am learning from the rest.
Meanwhile, you preach.
Questioner asking me. The very same questioner asking me. If Emperor said I must go and teach.
Yeah, you know.
Safari, His Majesty, Haile Selassie, said I must go.
I am Rasta, and I wouldn't want to see Rastas preaching on the bus.
That's your limitation of what you have.
It's not a limitation, because you know, you don't eat birthday cake by your toilet seat.
My toilet is clean and pleasant. I go there.
I say you don't eat curry and rice. You don't have your dinner in the toilet.
Yes, man. If the toilet is in proper condition, you can have it.
Look here, man. You can, but you don't.
Right.
You can, but you don't. And I'm saying that the bus is a... You say you don't agree with the man, me agree with the man. It never get nowhere. Because
you agree with him and
you prefer to be arrested for it.
Here is the agreement of it comes in now.
There's no agreement.
In my closing statement here. Notice all these men who have come forward. Major Arjulin, leave from the army, from a high standard to a low major in a bus to a Rass preacher. Rass from catching criminals, robbers who rob cars.
They are not fighting against the preacher. They're fighting against where the preaching is taking place.
Major into the minor.
Brethren.
Yes, sir.
The people them is not fighting against the word of God or the preacher. They are fighting against where you are doing it.
The word.
You are disturbing the people them on the bus.
No, that's what you think.
Oh, you mean that's what me think?
You're disturbing us when dancehall is going on. No, you're not.
It's disturbing. If I want to sleep and a man turn up in big set over there, it disturbs. So nobody's disturbed by it.
Listen to the radio. I'm listening to every station.
Nobody is disturbed by it, Bridget.
Come on. Can I share this with you?
Where you get them talking from? You have to nobody is disturbed by loud noise.
No, man, no one is disturbed by loud. People just use their ignorance to say that they are being disturbed, my brother. You know, tell you, I am in my bed.
Where you live? Where you live? Where you live? No, where you live? Where you live?
Where I live? I live into Grogley Park. I live into
you know, say, would I like this where you talk about? Because it sounds so ignorant to me that
I'm coming, you show them, you know.
No, me not you come and show me say. Where you said sound so ignorant to me that is unbelievable that somebody has said that. Say nothing can disturb nobody.
No, man, that kid moves 7 brothers and 7 different ones.
Nobody cannot disturb, nothing can disturb nobody, Reggie.
Disturb me, man. You gonna disturb me. Let me tell you disturb me. Come to my yard and play my home and play my family. As a minister of the gospel, you come into my home, that's when you have disturbed me.
So if you don't come in your house, we can't disturb you.
The road is not mine, you know. It's on the banking out there.
But the bus is not yours. You keep saying the bus is like the bus is you own the bus.
Yes, man, it's our buses, man.
The man them no, listen, no, wait now. You have man who own them bus.
Yeah.
A feed them bus.
The coaster will go on there.
No, wait there. Listen to me
now. One of them.
The coaster don't belong to you. It belongs to the man who own the coaster.
And he has no problem.
And you go up on the bus, God preach, and a man tell you, boy, right now, him no want no preaching on the bus, and you have to fight against the word of God.
Yes, man. I will hear more talk. I don't come to bite my lip to compromise.
You sound like a gunman, man. You sound like a gunman.
For God, and that's why I speak.
You know, you sound like a Dan. You sound like a Dan.
A Dan?
Yeah, you sound like a gunman for the Lord. You're a gunman for the Lord.
You should know where I'm coming from.
I don't believe where you're coming from. See there? You're coming from a life of crime where you don't left it behind. You must left the crime behind, man.
Because it was stand for Christ.
No, you must left the crime behind. If you say you left the crime behind, man. You sound like a Dan. You sound like a Dan, man. Yeah, you laugh. You see the laugh there? You see the laugh there? The laugh they give away. The laugh they give away, man.
No, I'm not laughing. I have nothing to hide.
You sound like a Dan, man. No, me not say I have something to hide.
I'm a Dan. Always will be a Dan, man.
He's a Dan for the Lord. He's a Dan for Jesus.
Yes, man.
Yeah, he's a Dan for Jesus. Anyway, you hear me I say, I hope, say, you go preach on the bus and Ratcliffe here and lock you up. And that me I say, I'm gone. Here, Bridget.
And guess what? You move to the coming and vouching for me.
Yeah, all right, sir. Yes. This is, click it. Yes. No, Rasta. No, Rasta, believe you me. It look like me curse. Yo, brother. No, it's come like me curse, Rasta. I have to go turn to the Lord. Believe you me. I have to turn to the Lord, Rasta. Because maybe it's my sinful ways that put me in front of these people. And it uses you talk to him because him listen to what you said, nothing what you say. You know, it's like, where the purpose of the talking? I feel like I just waste my time a while.